Rapido.
Hello, I'm Bryan Ferry, and this is Rapido. This week's theme is freaks.
3, 4. Bryan Ferry et les freaks, Bryan Ferry pour faire l'état des lieux.
I was looking for people to write with, because the last album I did, Boys and Girls, was kind of pretty much a personal, kind of obsessive type of record. And I thought this time I should try and make it a bit more dynamic, a bit kind of more lively, and a bit more fun, perhaps.
Avec le cliché habituel de notre vieux playboy préféré, les gonzesses de rêve.
We did The Right Stuff, which is a song I did with Johnny Marr, as the first single, and that was the first video. And it has a very kind of up mood about it. And so we thought we'd try and create a sort of festive party atmosphere. And we used, the girls dancing around and stuff, and lots of laughter, which made a change. Very different from the last one I did in Paris, which was with Jean-Baptiste Mondino, which was very cinematic and very beautiful and in a calmer kind of way. It's more tranquille.
Non plus, vous ne vous en lasserez pas du nouveau Mick Jagger, Primitive Cool.
I think that I can't really comment on Mick's solo career because I haven't seen any of it or heard it. But he did some wonderful things with the Stones. Remember tracks like, he said, desperately trying to think, Wild Horses and thing. Is that from Sticky Fingers? Is it maybe? Or that tough period I like very much.
Beaucoup la musique de danse, oui, absolument. On l'écoute, non?
S'il te plaît, oui.
Bon.
Maintenant.
I like it very much. I've always liked kind of dance records, music you could dance to, even though I don't dance very well, as you know. But I like to watch other people doing it. And they make wonderful dance records. So many, I can't even think of which ones I like. But yes, very infectious. And I think they work very fast, and I'm sure that it must be very amusing to work with them. Because I bet they have a very good sense of humor and so on.
Est un ami intime de Steve Martin? Non? Eh bien, tu découvres ça aujourd'hui dans Rapido.
Well, he came on holiday with us this year, he and his wife. I met him a few times when I was living out in LA last winter. And he's very funny. I'd seen him before on Saturday Night Live, which is the big show in America that made his reputation, I think. And I still haven't seen Roxanne, which is a great triumph, apparently, in the States.
Hey, you meet CD yet? The Chief? No, not yet.
L'aventure qui lui est survenue à la douane suisse il y a quelques jours, Bryan Ferry.
Rapido.
Last week I was doing this promotion tour around Europe, and in Belgium, which is obviously the birthplace of Hergé, I was given this present of the moon rocket of Tintin, and I was carrying it in this great box around with me through airports, and at Zurich airport I think it was. It went through the machine and they all stood back and said it's a bomb, because it's a wonderful shaped rocket, and they said stand back, and there's this great drama as they sort of opened this thing and they found this toy rocket. It was very fun at the time.
D'habitude, les entrées des artistes...
Videur, plutôt un beau vidé, non?
Oh!
I suppose once or twice a year I might find myself in a kind of dive. But I think I have obviously other interests now, family and so on, which keep one away from such dens.
Ah, Paris, sa vie nocturne, c'est...
Il était absolument étonné qu'on ait retrouvé ces images rarissimes maintenant, Bryan. Hein? En tant qu'homme.
You found it? Yeah. I've been looking for that for years.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to copy it?
Absolutely, yes. I think that at that time, you see, most music performance was a pretty dull affair. And we just thought, well, this could be a much more interesting way of doing it. And I had friends who were kind of emerging fashion designers in London and so on, who were very kind of keen to get involved as well, you know. So it was all kind of done through friends. It had a very good sort of communal feeling, you know.
Notre séquence sono mondiale d'aujourd'hui va en remuer.
Rapido.
One of the best things I ever saw was kind of Otis Redding on his tour through Britain. I guess it was '67 then, and with Sam and Dave and the Stax Roadshow. It was a wonderful thing, where the music was fantastic, the costumes were great, and the performance was very extravagant and very physical and kind of beautiful.
Dans l'autre, à la première place des charts picturaux, ça existe. Ils sont anglais, ils sont peintres, ils sont aussi...
Freaks, you'd call them, I suppose. Yes, they are pretty eccentric. And that's one thing that England does still produce quite consistently, I think, is the odd kind of weirdo. People who don't necessarily fit into any preconceived patterns of behavior or whatever.
We have no friends, we didn't go out.
Le regard du cinéaste et le regard de l'enfant.
Deux regards pour le prix d'un, c'est aussi ça, Rapido.
Oh oui.
I saw Excalibur that John Bowman did, and it was very, very powerful, I thought. A very good kind of all-embracing atmosphere. And I, of course, love that landscape. Anyway, that kind of mistiness, and which inspired some of the album Avalon, of course, which was photographed in that landscape.
Sunday, the 3rd of September, 1939.